Hello everyone, this is a quick chapter review for My Hero Academia chapter 331. In this chapter, we will be talking about the Quirk New Order and what new things we learned about it, and we're also gonna talk about Star and Shigaraki and the character development in both of them. Starting this one off, we will be talking about the Quirk New Order and what we learned about it. You see, Shigaraki kept analyzing the Quirk at the beginning of the chapter, and we found out that there are a few things or factors that affect the power that New Order can output. And these things are, if whatever she is commanding is a living creature or not. Obviously it's going to be more powerful against objects and much less powerful against living creatures. 2, it's going to be about powering up or weakening the target. Obviously there's a limit to how much you can power up something, and there's a limit to how much you can weaken it. But it looks like she can weaken it much easier than powering up that target. And then we have commands. From the looks of it, she can't command anything, but depends on the command, it can be stronger or weaker. And finally, names, which is very important. If it is an object, it seems like if she identified that thing with that name, it's gonna work, if that makes any sense. As for individuals, that individual must identify with that name exactly. And we will come back to this because it is actually very important. And finally, I want to talk about that we are still yet to see any repercussions from using this quirk, because we already know that quirks are like body parts and such, and with powerful quirk, of course, there are drawbacks and there should actually be repercussions, unless there are none, which is gonna be very unfair. But I think there will be some that we are going to learn about in the future. So next up, we are going to be talking about Shigaraki versus Star and Stripe. But before I do that, I want to talk about the state of mind they both are in. Starting off with Shigaraki. From the looks of it, Shigaraki became a little bit smarter. He grew a few brain cells with the few surgeries they made. He started analyzing New Order, and thanks to that we learned a little bit more about it. He's obviously trying to find a weakness to the quirk, and also he's admiring the quirk. I mean, clearly he wants to get it from her, which will take us to the naming thing. It is odd, but seems like Shigaraki does not identify himself as Shigaraki anymore, but as something else, which is very weird and odd, seeing that Shigaraki, who he is, from the looks of it, he knows what All For One wants from him, and he seems to be okay with it. I'm fine with it. For a villain like Shigaraki, that's very weird, but who knows what's going on at this point, and who knows, Shigaraki might be the one in control at the end. As for Star, she acknowledged Shigaraki and his powers at this point, and she wants him dead. She wanna get rid of him because she knows he is seriously bad news, I guess, which is very hero-unlike, but hey, identify the target and work accordingly. As for the fight between the two, it is clear that Shigaraki is on the defense and Star is on the offense, and seeing her in action is actually very good. And seeing her in action is actually really good. It shows that she's not the number one for no reason. Her control, awareness of her surroundings, teamwork, knowledge about her power, and knowledge about the target and how they handle against her, it's all perfect for her. It's all going for her really well. And she did unleash very amazing attacks at Shigaraki. All of them almost landed. However, Shigaraki is indestructible. His regenerating abilities are keeping up, and his body is not showing any visible damages yet. And finally, the chapter ended up with us finding out that there is a weapon coming in to help her in this fight. What is it and what is it going to do is yet unclear. And that's it for the chapter. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.